Welcome to episode 4 of Eyes on the Ball. I'm your host Rob, and I got my boy Chris.
Yo.
So, as you may have seen, we missed a week. That is because of Christian. You may not know that name. I don't think we spoken about him yet, but he's the one who edits our podcast and
Yep.
uploads it and all that. Sent him the file on last Sunday. He doesn't start editing until Tuesday, Wednesday, when we're supposed to drop on Monday.
Yep.
Has rendering issues, has to factory reset his PC. So by the time that we could actually edit it again, it was Friday, and there was no point in uploading the video because series were already over, things we talked about already delayed and stuff like that. So that is why we missed a weekend. This is episode 4.
This is episode 4, guys.
Yeah. It won't happen again. Promise. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened in the past 2 weeks since we last talked. So a lot of our predicts, sadly, were wrong.
Yeah.
So, man, all in all, I feel like these playoffs, they've been pretty good so far. I feel like it's been better than last year. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, very entertaining for round one for sure,
even
if
if the series themselves were short, I still enjoyed the series themselves. Like even though my Lakers lost, I could still appreciate like what Anthony Edwards was doing on the court. Like that dude's a demon.
Yep.
And just what the Rockets are doing right now, tied up the series against the Warriors. So I don't know. You got anything to say about these playoffs so far?
The Rockets and Warriors is a crazy matchup to me. I feel like it's kind of I'm surprised to see they go to Game 7, to be honest, and it's not because I didn't like underrating Houston, but I think it goes to show how well coached they are, how reliable Fred VanVleet has been too. I mean, the past 2 games have been crazy.
That's what they signed him for, that big contract for that vet experience.
Exactly. That goes to show like experience matters in these playoffs. I mean, if it was not for him, they would not be here. They would have to rely on Jalen Green hoops, and we already see how that's going. He had one.
He had one fluke game of like 38. Was it? It was like 38 points.
Yeah. 38 points. Yeah.
After like every other game has been like 8 points or some shit like that. So
yeah. And the worst part is like he's not even really there like doing anything. Like if he's not scoring, like it's just like having him on the court. Obviously, like his name, what he can do is gonna affect defenders, but he doesn't really execute or unfortunately do much. So it's kind of like he's just not really doing much now.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what my predict was for this series, but I'm pretty sure I think I had Warriors winning, but I also said not to count out the Rockets because they're the second seed for a reason. So
yeah, you did
obviously
say that.
They showed why.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just go down the list of the ended series. I think you talked about the Grizzlies in the episode that
Grizzlies. Yeah, we did.
You could talk about that briefly.
I mean, there's not much to say, unfortunately. First 2 games are disappointing as hell. We got better the second game compared to the first game. The third game was really, really good. And we had Ja out there. We had everybody out there playing amazing. Scottie Pippen Jr. was looking like Curry out there that first half. And then, unfortunately, Ja goes down to the injury. And then OKC comes back. And it kind of sucks, too, because during that game, you can kind of tell that OKC wasn't playing that hard the first half. Like, they were kind of like, if they missed a shot, they wouldn't go back to get the board. There were a lot of like missed shots too as well. I don't think they shot particularly great from 3 either that game. So and we had them on the ropes, like we just kept on going, stepping on the gas, and then Ja goes down, they come back, and then a 4th game comes and we play a little serious. It's like a little close. Then Shea hits the dagger, does a little peace sign and walks away. Can't lie, that made me mad as hell. I can't lie, but it was aura. I can't lie. But yeah, easy sweep for them, unfortunately. But yeah, not much to say about that series right now.
You know what's kind of crazy about that?
What?
They play tomorrow, but their last game was like over a week ago. So they had over a week. That may be a good thing, maybe a bad thing. Well, time will tell. But
yeah.
Too much rest is not always the best in the NBA.
Yeah, it's crazy because we were the only matchup to have every game since the beginning of the playoffs. We were the only matchup to have a game every other day. Like I
Yeah.
think we played game 4 before Houston and Rockets played game. Houston
Yeah,
and Rockets,
Rockets
Rockets and
Warriors been
Warriors
going on for
played
a
game
while,
3.
man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what the hell is going on there, but yeah,
But let's see here. Uh, Nuggets Clippers. Let's go talk about that. Game 7, Nuggets win. Blowout win.
yeah,
Um, it was a good series all in all though. It really came down to the wire. I feel like since even before that series started, I think we talked about it too that this was going to be one of the best series in the first round.
yep.
Pretty evenly matched up, and uh, the Westbrook dunk,
Oh yes, yes.
fast break, boom, then switch, bro, just hanging on the rim.
Yeah,
Hey, bro, say what you want about Westbrook. He gonna give the team energy, like regardless if they winning or losing. But
yep.
and I just feel like once that dunk happened, the Clippers were probably demoralized as hell. Former player doing that to them, and obviously, I think Westbrook has bad blood with that team anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nuggets round 2 against the Thunder. I feel like that matchup might be crazy, man. Jokic, that's MVP candidate versus MVP
Versus
candidate.
MVP, yeah. Adam
So
Silver, I see the script. I see the script, Silver. You snap, Mr. Silver.
I think let's go through all the first round stuff first, and then we'll go through second round matches. But that series is gonna be
Yeah,
good, man.
yeah. For
Lakers
the
T
Nuggets and
Wolves. Oh no, never
hold
mind,
on,
never mind.
nah,
My fault, my
hold on.
fault, my fault,
No,
man.
nah. Before we move on, I do got some stats written down. Game 5, Nuggets versus Clippers. Jamal Murray had 43 points. That man is
He's
crazy.
a
I
playoff
feel like
hazard, bro.
no, yeah, exactly. I mean, he literally is. It's crazy. Jokic that game had a triple double, but I think that was the worst game of his series for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He had a 42% true percentage shooting. But I mean, the fact that he can lay back and Jamal can just go that crazy and help win the game for them. They won by like 16. It was a great game by Jamal. Their chemistry is elite. He was shooting the lights out, and to be able to again fall back to have the best player in the world be able to fall back a little bit, just facilitate and let the other players kind of carry on. Such a blessing for him. He rest up a little bit, do whatever. Um, I didn't want to talk about Zubac this entire series. I feel like if you're Zubac, you walk away from the series, you gotta walk up with your head high. Like you held Jokic to probably like one of his worst performances. Um, and like again, like most improved player candidate, like top 2, I think, top 3. I think it's crazy. Like he showed how well he is defensively, what he can do offensively. I mean, he's a talent, and the Clippers are very blessed to have him for sure.
Yo, you know
Um,
the Lakers had him right.
yeah, yeah, I didn't know that.
And you
Yeah,
know who he traded
bro,
him
yeah.
for? You know who he traded him
Um,
for? You know who Magic Johnson traded him for?
who?
Mike Muscala.
Who?
Exactly, bro. Imagine we had Zubac during the AD era. Imagine we had
Oh
Zubac
my
during the AD era.
god.
But
Yeah,
Magic Johnson.
yeah, yeah. No, that's fucked up. It's fucked up. Um, what else about that series? Oh, the fucking game 6 with the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they won that game. The last few minutes because of Batum. That man was putting that shit, putting the
Fourth
team on his
quarter,
back.
fourth quarter, yelling, "Why the fuck Batum
For
in?"
Batum, man, bro, he was fucking crazy. He had 6 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
That game, and like I think he like half of those assists and rebounds were all from and he had like I think 2 blocks that game too, and both of those blocks were like from the fourth. I think. I mean, he just showed out in that fourth quarter. He's an amazing closer, and that was a very good game from him. But it doesn't fucking matter because they fucking got blown out by 20 points in game 7. That's a
I,
disappointing way to go
I don't
out.
even know where the Clippers go from here because
Yeah, I don't
James
know
Harden's
either.
getting. It's not like they're a young team who could just run it back next year. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously that's probably what they're gonna do. I don't see what much else they could do. But James Harden is not getting any younger. Kawhi's not getting any younger. And those are their 2 main pieces right now.
yeah,
We'll see what they do this offseason. If they don't do, I don't see them doing much. Or I don't. If they do something, I don't see it being like that big of a leap of where they are right now. So we'll see
yeah.
what they do. Next series, Lakers T Wolves. Lakers T Wolves. This series low key reminded me a lot of the Nuggets series where we would be fine, we'd be up
Mhm.
going in, like maybe not going into the fourth, but we'd have a lead in the fourth, and in those final minutes we just crumble. And it's like a team with Luca and LeBron. It's like that shouldn't really happen. Like those Luca top 3 player, and then LeBron top 10 right now. And I just feel like with those two players like that, you shouldn't really be blowing leads, especially LeBron being that experienced. Like, look, LeBron's my GOAT, but I think in those last 2 games, he only had 3 points in the fourth. And
Yeah.
combined, in those last 2 games, he had 3 points in the fourth combined, and that just can't happen. But actually, I'll give him a little pass for that last game because it came out that he had an MCL sprain. He got an MCL sprain that just kept
Yeah.
coming. So
Yeah.
even if we did win the series, or even if we did win that game, he was gonna be out anyway with the MCL sprain. So
Yeah. I was
there
thinking about
wasn't
that
much
too.
hope for us, regardless. Um, but yeah, man, Anthony Edwards. Let me not talk about too much about my Lakers because they're not the focal point of this. The Timberwolves,
Yeah. No. Yeah.
man. Anthony Edwards. They
Yeah.
just did a fantastic job. Even Ant didn't even do that great that last game, but we got demolished by Rudy Gobert. He had like 27 points and how many? He had a crazy
I
amount of
think 20,
rebounds. Yeah,
27 and 20 or some shit, bro.
Rudy
Like that's
Gobert,
that's
man. And you know what's the kind of thing that I don't know why people just don't give Gobert his props instead of saying, "Oh, Hayes would have locked that up." That is not true at all. Because
I don't know.
Hayes had single digit minutes in all those games he played, and Gobert was still dropping like single digit points. So it wouldn't really have mattered if Hayes played or not. Hayes was not the X factor of this team. Um, the problem with this team was the problem we've had since AD got on, or since we won the championship in the bubble. There's just no backup center or a center. Now we don't have a center at all except for Hayes.
Yeah.
So again, even in that presser, the post game presser with LeBron, he's like, AD said what we needed, and he got traded a week later. So that's just another sign or just another thing saying, hey, Rob Pelinka, we still need a fucking center, man. So
Yeah.
it's just shit like that. Look, Rob Pelinka for the Luka trade, but work not done, job not finished. Still got more moves to do. Even when the trade happened, a lot of people were saying, just chop up the season for the Lakers.
Mhm.
The team is just not that deep enough right now, or no big man. But having Luka and LeBron, you still just gotta believe that you could do whatever. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I
man.
think that was a. I think when this season when the series ended, I think I went back to like the initial idea that I had when the trade first happened was when like I didn't want to say that the Lakers were like just wipe off the season now because again like you still have LeBron, Luca, and Reeves, but it was very obvious the Luca trade was to prolong the Lakers like their success. So then, but at the time the problem was they started winning a lot. I mean they looked great against
Yeah, we
teams,
had
and
like
that's
a
when I said
top defense in the league, but
yeah yeah
we actually had a top defense in the league while we still had AD, and he went down with an injury. That's when we started to be like a top 3 defense in the league, and then I think that started to dwindle after the Luka trade,
yeah
for obvious reasons. But
yeah
that dude gets blown by Mike Conley, and he was letting Julius Randle just do whatever on him. But Jaden
yeah
McDaniels, um,
yeah. There's
and
too many clips of
props
Jaden
for them boys,
McDaniels.
Jaden McDaniels and Julius Randle. Props to them for this series.
Yeah.
Julius Randle, he shut all them haters up this series, and
He shot 20. He averaged 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in the games. He shot almost 40% from three.
mm,
He only dropped less than 22 once, which was the first game. Every other game, 27, 22, 25, 23. I think I mean, that's exactly what they were looking for with that trade. Like they needed
mm,
scoring when Anthony Edwards wasn't scoring. Cat wasn't doing that for them. And I mean, Julius Randle was just like bully ball monster. Like there was nobody who could really hold
yeah,
him on the Lakers either. It's crazy. And again, like I feel like a lot of it as well is like when you have Julius Randle on the floor, but you also have Anthony Edwards on the floor. It's like the Lakers' best defenders are going to try to trap Anthony, force him to play make, and then Julius Randle comes out of nowhere, bully ball, get into the paint. put back.
Yeah, that's the problem because there's no paint
Yeah,
presence in the Lakers, so that's part of their
exactly.
game plan. Just with the Lakers, as long as you get by their perimeter defense, you probably have an easy bucket at the basket. So that
Yeah,
was the really what determined the series was the paint presence by the Lakers. I mean, I think Rui said they asked him about what the team needs or something like that, and he was like, "We just
hmm
want to get rebounds." And
yeah. He did say that.
that's kind of
He did say
hilarious
that.
as one of the tallest dudes on the team, but he was hustling out
Yeah,
there. I can't fault Rui. He was like he looked like a top two player on the team those last two games of the series.
he did. He definitely did. He played
He was
amazing.
yeah he was the most consistent player on offense those last two games. And something that I've seen a lot is that when you force Luca to just score, you probably have a higher chance of winning if you're
hmm
forcing him just to score. But when Luca has the ability to play make, that's when he's more dangerous. And sadly, I think when he had a crazy scoring game, he only had 2 assists and we still lost.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like it, we got to go back to the Dallas recipe where uh, alley oop threats. That's where he's most effective because if Luca doesn't see an option on the floor, he's still like a whole nother level above the rim that he could pass to, you know. But
yeah,
right now it's all floor, and I feel like that limits his playmaking a bit. So
yeah,
hey man, shout out
yeah.
to the
A lot
Timberwolves.
of
Good job.
his scoring was just from like pull up threes, like the entire. I mean, even like when he first got traded, like it was just like threes, mid
I
range
mean that's
shooting.
his game, man.
No,
That's his
yeah,
offensive
yeah, but like
variety.
he
Yeah,
like it was just that. Like he wasn't even trying to. I feel like
he
I don't want to
definitely
say he
lost a
didn't
step since
try.
last year. He definitely
Yeah,
lost
no,
a
for
step, but
sure.
we'll see what this offseason. I mean, he came back from injury, half season on new team, so it's like it's not an excuse. It's just it's how many times does a big trade in the middle of the season actually, you know,
Actually do anything? Yeah,
actually
yeah,
bring you to the championship or something?
yeah,
And I just felt like with LeBron and Luka we had hope, but I'm replaying a record right now, replaying a broken record.
yeah.
So man, Timberwolves, good job to you guys. Rockets Warriors. We
That's
already talked
actually
about it a little, but Fred Van Vliet, crazy
yeah,
pairing of Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler has been working well so far. Yeah, weren't the Warriors like laughing on the bench when they were down 20?
yeah. They were.
Um, um, man, I just feel like experience is gonna show tonight in this game with
hmm
Jimmy, especially Jimmy's gonna go all out. He's
Yeah,
gonna
no, he
leave it all on
is.
the floor, especially Draymond
Yeah.
as well. That dude's gonna be a crackhead. But yeah, man, series so far has been I don't know. I feel like this series all along has been you could determine who's gonna win the game like by halftime or something like that. You could just feel the vibe of who's gonna win the game.
yeah.
Um, which has been entertaining at points, but I wouldn't say it's been one of the best series.
hmm
Um, but yeah, I mean it's a game seven, so can't complain about that.
No,
Um,
yeah. I think that's a crazy. It. I feel like when you look at the Rockets right now, they're like constructed. The idea of how they're constructed is really well. Like they don't really have that, that again, that superstar player that you can rely on, whatever. But they have the young players with the vets, and the vets are doing their fucking job. I mean, again, Fred Van Vliet, amazing. Steve-O, fucking
yeah,
crazy. They
shout out
had like
Stephen
it
Adams.
was, yeah, it was a point where they were like it was a hack of Steven, whatever, to like make sure like for him to shoot free throws because they couldn't do anything else against him. He had the entire series as a plus 53 with him on the Rockets are plus 53 with him on the court. Without is a minus 39.
Yeah, we
Like
need vets, man.
yeah, yeah, and I mean, he's been fucking amazing.
That was 17
Fucking
points and 5 rebounds last game in 31 minutes.
yep, fucking crazy. Such a good pickup. I'm so mad we let him go. I'm so fucking mad we let him go. He's so goddamn good. But
He's only 31, man. People wrote him off like he was like a 35-year-old or something. Like
yeah,
obviously he was dealing with a lot of injuries, but back now.
yeah. I'm excited to see what Fred
Yeah.
VanVleet gonna do
Yeah.
tonight. I'm hoping fucking Dylan Brooks is probably gonna shoot like 20 fucking shots if they give him the green light tonight. Like, they cannot let that shit happen, bro.
I hope Warriors win just so we can see that Curry Jimmy Ant matchup. But
Ooh, yeah,
yeah, that'd be a pretty good series. But I also wouldn't be mad if the Rockets won, because if the Rockets won, I feel like they really deserved it, beating Stephen Curry and Jimmy. So yeah, but my prediction:
and
Warriors winning tonight, just based off experience and Stephen being top 2 all-time point guard of all time.
yeah,
So yeah. All right, let's
they
go
saw
to
that.
the East.
Oh
I
god,
mean,
that Bucks and Pacers game. I cannot. I still can't. I mean, both games are crazy. The Bucks and Pacers and Knicks and Pistons. The Bucks and Pacers game though is like unfucking believable. I cannot believe they lost
what that play
like that.
like? How much were they up by?
I think by 7
Yeah,
or 6, 7 or 6, but like in the
with like
minute.
40 seconds left. With like 40
Yeah,
seconds left.
like
And
come on.
I think I saw something. The Pacers had a 2% chance of winning. If like during that time with the 40 seconds left, they had a 2% chance of winning.
Yeah.
And Trent Jr., man, you're gonna be hated in Milwaukee for life now, I think. Sorry, man.
And it sucks too because he had such a great game. He was from
Yeah.
the fucking lights out that game. He had like 33,
And he had
like
like
8 made
30
threes.
another game that series too. So
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think he had 30 in the only game they won that series.
Yeah. And they literally lost because of him.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just a turnover, bad pass. Um, like yeah, just turnovers and bad passes. And I cannot believe that they just like let the ball go at that moment. Like you can't do that. Like up again, and this is like the game's on the line. Giannis is going crazy. I mean, you're playing great, and you just let the ball go. Like, come the
Doc
fuck on,
Rivers and
bro. Just
Darvin
keep.
Handbull. That's what it is, man.
That's
Hey, bro,
exactly what it is.
I don't understand, man. The Bucks had the best record in the league before they fired AJ Griffin. And I feel like since they fired him, it's just been downhill since then. Like they had a
Yeah,
they started off this season pretty bad, didn't they? The
yeah, they
Bucks.
did. Yeah,
They
yeah,
came up, but it's like I just still don't trust Doc Rivers as your head coach in the playoff series. He's a cool regular season coach. Playoff series, I feel like his brain goes to nuts. Like I feel like people just live up that 2008 championship so much that that's almost 2 decades ago now. You feel me?
yeah.
But yeah, shout out to the Pacers. Flipping Pascal Siakam.
Bro, y'all.
Pascal Siakam this series great. Tyrese, the floor general that he is, and all around that team just did.
No, yeah, they played. I mean, I low key love their style. I
It's
love
just a
their
lot of
style of
team
play
ball.
because it's like exactly because it's like that doesn't happen if you don't 100% fully trust your teammates, and that's what they do. Like they fully believe in each other. Um, they know their roles, but they're also all versatile enough to like do different things.
Yep.
Again, Hallie being the floor general, like he's such a smart player, barely turns the ball, always make choices when he passes the ball to like one of his teammates. Just an amazing team chemistry, and honestly, I really do hope they can make it far. I kind of do like it would be
You
cool to
think they
see
could beat the
them.
Cavs?
Oh fuck,
They can't
I
beat the
don't know.
Cavs, man.
They don't got the defense for it. They don't got the defense for it. I think Cavs are just they're just avalanche, too
Cavs are
overwhelming.
like I feel like the Cavs are just like a way better version of the Pacers, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Totally get that, hundred
Like
percent.
it's better team ball and just better players overall. Like Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell, Darius Garland, bro. Having Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen in your paint, that's just so scary, man.
yeah,
For the other team, that's just scary as fuck.
yeah.
Um, yeah, man.
Is
That
that
that series was
uh
good just because Giannis was going nuts. The Pacers playing good team ball, but
yeah?
I feel like after Dame went down, it was kind of clear who
Fuck.
was gonna win that series.
It's such
Let's
a
just
sad fucking
quickly talk
injury.
about Cavs Heat.
What is there to
Yeah,
talk about, bro?
nothing much.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Cavs did their thing. Yeah,
Did you see that? You saw that clip of Kyle Anderson? He was like, "Oh, the Cavs play better without Garland, like the defense." And I was just like, I mean, like y'all lost 4-0. Like I can kind of see what because when he said it, like it didn't come off as like standoffish or whatever. I guess he was really trying to like he literally dead ass meant that defense is
Yeah,
way better with him off the floor. But like, I don't know. I feel like you just can't talk about the other team like that after being swept. But
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah, that was just a bad series. Tyler Hero. I'm sorry.
Celtics Magic. I know the
um,
Magic left out with a game.
no, that's
Although
good.
Fran's still young, I'm not. It's not like blow up the team or nothing like that. You know, they'll just get better.
Yeah,
The team needs to do more trades this offseason or find ways to get better this offseason.
they need a
Whether it be through
scoring
the
guard.
draft or whatever. Um, but yeah, let's go back. Well, actually, no. Next Pistons. Great
Yeah,
series. Great series.
fucking
Shout out to Cade. His first playoffs did not disappoint. Malik Beasley was doing his thing out there too. Um, but what was that game? Was it game 5? It was game 5 where Josh Hart jumped into Tim Hardaway Jr., I believe. Yeah, the game 5.
yeah,
Um, that determined the series because
yeah.
if he got that foul call, they're only down by 1 at that point, I believe. So he just needs to hit 2 out of 3 free throws for them to win, or even if he just hits 1, they go to OT and still have a chance to win. Yeah, man. If Pistons won that, they would have been up 3-2. Even if they lost in the Garden, and it was a game 7, they would have been. Wait, no. Waffling right now. I'm waffling. Um, wait, am I? Where was the last game played? Was that in MSG?
Yeah, New York. Yeah. Wait, no,
That doesn't make sense.
no, it was in Detroit. It was in Detroit. 'Cause I remember
Yeah,
of fucking Brunson doing what he did.
yeah. I was gonna say Pistons would have home court advantage last game.
Nah.
But yeah, man. If Pistons won that game, then they would have had home court advantage to win that possible final game. So hey man, I don't want to talk about the refs too much, but the refs this playoffs just been a little yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I feel like what I would say is like I love that they're both like I love throughout the entirety of every game the physicality like they're
Letting them
allowing them to
play,
play through it.
but
But it
it's
feels like
also
one sided
unfair at sometimes.
sometimes.
It's also
Yeah.
unfair sometimes. Like
Yeah.
that game 4 with was it game 4 or 5 with the Lakers? Game 4, I believe.
I think it was
Game 4.
4, but the
Um,
Jaden McDaniels one where he sets on or
Well,
Lucas sets
true,
on Jaden.
Luca. That was one of the final things. But also, when that ref was staring at Julius Randle's foot when it hit the ball and went out of bounds and did not call a kickball violation.
Yeah.
Crazy. But
Yeah.
and I know Luca complains a lot, but I also see him driving to the wreck and getting slapped and not getting a foul call. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
Forget about the refs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back to the West. Second round predicts. Got Thunder Nuggets. Thunder Nuggets. Well, first
Hey.
off, I'll just say what team I think is gonna win. Thunder Nuggets. MVP versus MVP.
Yep.
It's gonna be a crazy matchup. Ed versus Jokic. SGA versus the world. Was it? No, it's really Jokic versus the world.
No, it is.
But yeah, man. What you got to say about this series?
I mean, you know who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for the Nuggets.
Jokic.
I need OKC out of here. Not gonna lie. But to be completely honest, though, be completely fair, that's gonna be a crazy matchup.
I'd
I
rather
think
the Thunder win just for my Lakers bias, but
anyways, bro. I feel like this is also gonna be one of those games where you can kind of like see it through the perspective of like experience, non-experience in a way. More so because of the fact that the younger players of OKC who get heavy minutes are gonna go against these players who get a lot of or who have been through it all with the Nuggets, through every single playoff series. I'm excited to see. I feel like we will see a lot of Caruso minutes. I think we'll see a lot of I don't know who they're gonna put. I wonder how they're gonna guard Jokic though. Like I'm very
probably how the league has been guarding him the second half of the season, where just not letting him get to his spot on like the elbow. If he tries to get to the elbow, him out of there. Just like keep pushing him
yeah
out. But
yeah
I feel like that's how everybody should just guard Jokic now, because there's not many other ways you can stop him. I feel like that's the most. You can't stop him, but you can slow him down a little. I feel
Yeah,
like that's
exactly.
the most effective way you could do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it would make sense to say, especially because they got so much rest. But like you were saying too, like too much rest is a bad thing sometimes. Um, I
But
can
also,
see
the
it going.
Nuggets just went through 7 games and they had 1 day break, and now
Yeah,
they had to fly to OKC.
yeah, that's fucking terrible. I feel so bad for them, bro. I feel so bad for them. Um, I can see the game going to 7. I mean, the series going to 7.
Yeah,
I can
this
see it going to 7 for sure. But
Nuggets back-to-back series game sevens that they're gonna be
yeah,
tired as
that's
shit.
yeah, that's going to kill them for
But
the
same
next.
thing, I feel like if Warriors win tonight, Timberwolves Warriors could easily go 7 games as well. But back to the Thunder Nuggets. Yeah, man, that's just gonna be a good series overall. Like, I don't even know what else to say. Like, I just feel like we just have to wait and see like what's gonna happen.
How? Yeah, yeah. I think I mean, like the thing again is like I feel like you have to play Jokic heavy minutes too, because it's like
Yeah,
the
for sure.
the OKC in terms of defenders, like their depth is like incredible. Like it's gonna be hard for you to like, like you want to sit Jamal Murray down, Jay. You have Russell coming off the bench. Then he got to go against Caruso and fucking Alec and Casey Wallace, and then like MPJ and Aaron Gordon have to go against Lou Dort and Shet. Like it's just like they have too many great Isaiah Joe. They have too many great defenders for like they have
The
to be
non
playing at
Jokic minutes.
100%. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Non-Jokic minutes are going to be like terrible if they cannot actually play offense and
Probably
score the
gonna
fucking
average
ball.
40, 45 minutes a game.
Yeah, no, he is. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to.
Um, yeah, I don't really know what else to say for that series except it's gonna be a good one. Like,
Yeah,
these are just not two great teams. Obviously, the Thunder is the great team here, but the Nuggets have the best player in the world, and yeah, I if I had to choose one team, I would say the Thunder just because they have the better overall team to win. I would
yeah.
say Thunder in 6-7, 6-7.
6-7. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so too. It makes the most sense. It just makes sense logically just to get them in 6.
Timberwolves versus well, my predict is the Warriors. I don't know who you have with the Warriors.
You're the Warriors for cat for wait, you mean like tonight?
Yeah, for tonight.
Oh yeah, I think the Warriors win. If
Yeah,
the
same.
Rockets fucking win, oh my god, dude. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about Rockets versus Tim's. I feel like that might be
I feel like it would be chippy. Amen
it
Thompson a crash
would.
out low key.
Nah, bro, a man versus Jaden McDaniels. Hold on, them niggas might be fighting
That's what I'm
for bro.
saying. A
Yeah.
man versus Ant. That might be some good playoff. That might be some
Yeah,
good
yeah.
playoff. So either way, I wouldn't be mad at it. But I would prefer Warriors to do it
Yeah, I
just
think
because I want to
worse.
see more Curry hoops before he retires. Um, and yeah, but if it's Timberwolves Warriors, I'll give my predicts for both. If it's Rockets Warriors, just so it's not biased. Timberwolves Warriors, I would have. Man, that's crazy. That's a crazy series. I feel like the Warriors have a similar problem to the Lakers of size. Um,
Hmm.
so I feel like that would also be their downfall.
Yeah.
Same thing that Steven Adams is doing to them right now. Imagine Julius Randle just blah 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 to the wreck. But but even if it's not Julius Randle, they have size overall of Nas Reed and Jaden McDaniels. So
Hmm.
I feel like Timberwolves would be a bad matchup for the Warriors. Um, and yeah, so and then but if it was Rockets Timberwolves, I would man, I don't know who would you have Rockets Timberwolves
Rockets and Rose. I think I'd have the Timberwolves for sure. I think like
really?
maybe like yeah, because I don't,
Yeah, no. I feel
and
like
it's not even
Ants.
because
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, this and it's too good, and it's too good. The team itself. Like you could almost say that there's like kind of like a similarity in both teams, like just how like chippy they get, how physical they are. Um, they also do have their own double big lineup as well, so it's like it's just gonna be a tough. But I think again, like Ant pretty clearly is the best player
yeah.
in that matchup if that happens, and I don't see Anthony Edwards not living up to it against that.
He did that
Um,
against Luke and LeBron. He's doing it to the Rockets. He's doing worse to the Rockets.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I would probably if it is Rockets versus Wolves, I would probably go Wolves in like 6, maybe
Wolves in
5.
6 for Rockets.
Yeah,
I would say Wolves in 6. I'm gonna give the Rockets a little credit if they beat the Warriors tonight.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so if it's
But
Timberwolves Warriors, I would say Timberwolves in 7,
yeah,
and then and then if it was Timberwolves Rockets, I would say Timberwolves in 6.
yeah. I think Wolves in 7 if it's Warriors versus Timberwolves. Interesting. I don't know. I think that's tough as fuck to decide on which one would win. I think I'd probably go with the Timberwolves too, just because they just have too much. It's too
They have a
much.
lot of
They
size.
have too much. Yeah, yeah. Too much size. Too much offense. Too much defense. And it's crazy too. Looking back at it, like I feel like one thing's for certain is like they have shooters to go to be able to play. Like they have Dante, they have Julius, they have Ant, but they could shoot ass and they could still win games because of
Yeah.
their defense. And that's exactly what happened with the Lakers, unfortunately. But I think Wolves in Wolves in 7, Wolves in 7
For both series, or Wolves in
for
you have Wolves in 5 for Rockets.
yeah, Wolves in 5 for Rockets and then Wolves in 7 for Warriors.
All
Yeah,
right, let's go to the East. Cavs Pacers. I feel like the worst that could happen for the Cavs is that they win in 6. But best case scenario, they could also sweep them. But what I
hmm
feel like is most likely is Cavs in 5. Yeah, I feel
I
like
like
Cavs
that.
in 5 for against the Pacers.
I like that. I think I
What
would
you
low
think?
key go. No, yeah, I think Cavs in. I'm gonna say Cavs in 6, just because I think the Pacers could swipe away with 2 games.
I think
I
the
think
Cavs and
the
Celtics are just like another level, or like another tier above everyone else in the East.
yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 5. Man,
Yeah,
damn near even 4.
that's what I'm saying. Like 4 or 5, but worst case scenario, they win in 6. Well, on some
Yeah,
Pacers like just like teamwork,
magnet
friendship,
ball
like
shit, bro.
teamwork, friendship, like ball, bro. Um, but yeah, I would have Cavs in 5 most likely.
Mm,
Knicks Celtics.
that's
Knicks
gonna be a
Celtics.
fucking
This is gonna
amazing.
be New York is gonna be in turmoil. Like I don't even. If you guys don't know, we live really close to the city. We're about like 30 minutes from the city,
Yep.
and so we know like everything that happens in New York. Um. So yeah, if not if the Knicks lose, I have Celtics. All right, let me just say the predicts. Celtics in like worst case scenario 6, same thing as the Cavs, and then
Mm.
I can also see Celtics winning in 5.
I don't know, bruh. I
I
don't
just
know. I don't know, bruh.
look, man. If if the Knicks had that much trouble against the Pistons, right?
Mm.
Would they
Mm.
could have easily been down 3-2 against the Pistons.
Yeah,
Imagine what the Celtics are gonna do to the boys. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. I think and the Celtics are like most definitely accustomed to the defense that the Knicks might bring because the defense that they faced with the Magic was fucking. They was wrestling out there.
Yeah.
But, they got it done though. But I think one matchup I'm very excited to see is what KP and Cat are gonna be playing against each other. Like you got 2 stretch 5s on the floor.
AP's a
I don't want.
little better on defense.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to say because like the Celtics, what they're so great about, like why they're so amazing because like it's damn near 5 out, but they're all great from 3. They're all great defenders.
But that could
They
also
all
be their downfall where they shoot too many they shoot themselves out the game. Um
yeah,
because they're
yeah.
not the reason they flew by to the championship last year is because they were shooting hella threes. I think they're shooting like around the same amount of threes as they were last year, but they were
Mm,
making them a lot more last year than they are this year. So that's why their
mm,
record is a little worse. I'm not saying they're buns. They're still a great
yeah,
team.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that could also be the determining factor for them. I feel like they're their own worst enemy with shooting themselves out of
Mm,
games. Yeah.
I got you for sure. Yeah, yeah. They do start. I see that a lot too. Like they'll just start. They're down a lead, just jack up all the time.
Yeah.
Like they won't even go inside the paint. I for like a little downhill
Even though
action.
when Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown could easily get to their way to the paint, but
Very,
um,
very much.
yeah.
Um,
If I had to
I'm
choose,
gonna
I would say Celtics in 5.
I'm gonna say Knicks in 7. I'm gonna say Knicks in 7. I'm saying the Knicks in 7. I need my Dominican brother to win.
Wow. I mean,
I need Cat to win, bro.
well,
Bro,
bro.
he gonna
I would
show up,
want
bro.
the
He gonna
Knicks to
show
win.
up.
I'm a Lakers fan. It's not like I want the Celtics to win, but it's just like
Nah,
I
I
just
got
don't see
faith.
them. I don't see them.
I got faith in the light skinned trio.
All right, man.
I got faith.
I mean, that's all the series thus far.
It is. Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be less and less as every round goes by. It's just less and less. But that also means when the games do happen, it's more in depth analysis. Watch, can pay attention to, because when the first round started, it was like hella fucking games one day. More games the next day. It's like holy fucking shit. I can't catch up to all these playoff games, but it's gonna be a little more manageable now. But yeah, pretty much it. I don't think my prediction on, well, I think I had Lakers winning the championship. But now,
you did?
Yeah. But now, I would have the Cavs. I would want the Cavs to win. I think
I want
they
the
have a
Cavs
pretty
too.
good chance to win.
Yeah.
Because that was my first team that I started watching, and you know I got ties to them, man. Still love for them, and yeah. Plus, I just love the vibes over there. You know, they just all seem to like love playing with each other. I never heard like anything negative come from that locker room, like ever. But yeah, man. I mean, there was like some stuff like a year or two ago where they were saying like the Cavs are like playoff droppers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like Evan Mobley's elevated his game. They got DeAndre Hunter now.
That's such a great pickup.
Yeah.
DeAndre, that was crazy.
Jerome. Just players like that. It's just those little X factor players that they could pick up a little bit of the slack if the stars aren't having the best of games.
Yeah, Kenny was talking about it. Shout out Kenny. He was like, when the Cavs starters come out, they have Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter coming off the bench, and it's like you think it's like rest time. It's not rest time. Like the motherfuckers are gonna go crazy. They're gonna score. They're still gonna make you work to like try and stop them because they just have too much offensive fire. I was watching a clip with Ty Jerome. Like he has this like weird ass like I don't even want to call it a pump fake because it kind of isn't, but like when he brings up the ball, like he just like he doesn't dip for the pump fake. He just like flicks it like that, and like it always like the defender like this like fucking hesitates and just floats that bitch up. It's so weird, but it's effective. But that's just something I saw about him. It was funny as fuck, but it works.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's who I would want for Cavs. I mean, that's who I would want to win the championship. That's who, not just who I want, but who I also think has a pretty good chance to win. Because I feel like the Cavs also match up very well with the Celtics. Cavs Celtics. That's who I think. That's what I think the series is gonna be. What Eastern Conference Finals? That series is gonna be hell. That series, man. That for every game. That series.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. If I had to choose somebody going out west right now, it'd probably be the Thunder. Because overwhelming. They were beating the Grizzlies with those first two games. It looked like SGA wasn't even trying. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, okay. He was trying, bro. He was trying, bro. He was playing good defense, bro. Yo, give us some slack, bro.
I feel like he was settling a lot more for jump shots than what he usually like attacks the basket.
Yeah. That's completely true. Yeah. He was not. He was missing a lot more shots than he like the shots that he normally makes. He was missing them. But again, like I think like the excuse for like low leverage games, like I mean it's true. Like you know, like they were fucking smacking us by like 30 regardless. So I get the efficiency.
Buns, they were still.
Yeah, and that goes to show how great they are.
So my prediction right now, as the playoffs have gone so far, is Cavs Thunder for the finals.
It'd be so far.
That's a great series.
That is a great series. Yeah,
that'd probably be the best series since last year was. What was last year? Oh, Wildin'? Celtics. I'm dumb. Celtics.
No, Celtics. It was Celtics versus Mavs last year.
Yeah, that series I didn't really enjoy. That series.
Yeah, no. I feel like the last enjoyable one
was not that good.
No.
Last exciting one would have to be Bucks Suns
versus Suns. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Bucks Suns. So what was that? 2022?
Yeah,
2022.
20. Yeah,
No, wait.
yeah. Was it 22 or
No, it was
2020? Am I bugging?
no, 2020 was Lakers. 2021 was
Oh yeah, yeah,
2022 was Warriors. 21 was Bucks. Bucks versus Suns. Because I remember we lost to the Suns in the first round and lost to the team that eventually made the final.
Okay, okay.
That was
Yeah, that was.
CP3, Devin Booker, Aiton, all them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think I want the Cavs to come out the East. Um, I would love them to come out the East. I would love. I feel like Donovan and Garland, making it out the East would be so great for the sport. I feel like it kind of like the small guard kind of stereotype, like them being able to get that far, like they're like true embodiments of that type of player, and I think it would be amazing for the sport if they make it out the East. Um,
Yeah,
and I
two
think the
small market
West,
teams making the finals would be amazing.
beautiful, beautiful, and yeah, and I think the West probably OKC. Now I know this ain't finals predicts, so I won't give a number on that yet until I see what
Yeah.
happens with the actual conference finals. But Thunder versus Cavs would be fucking cinema every single game. I think they played against each other. Was it the Emirates Cup?
Did they?
Am I bugging? I think they did. Or was it Houston versus um OKC? It was one of those two teams. I know OKC made it. I fucking forgot, dude. They played. They played once,
I
and it
mean,
was a fucking beautiful game.
the Bucks won the actual like in
Yeah, they
season
yeah
tournament.
yeah they did yeah.
But,
I forgot that's coming back next
let me
year.
see the record is between this season. Cavs versus is being done. Is I know 1-1.
Oh really?
Yeah, they played really close games actually. It was January 8th. Cavs beat OKC 129-122. Then they played again 8 days later on the 16th. OKC OKC won 134-114. So
Damn.
yeah, man.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
I feel like OKC is such an overwhelming team. Like the numbers show them being so dominant. Like it's hard to argue against numbers. Like I'm not like an advanced stats guy, like all the way, but it's data. Like it's going to be supportive of like many arguments regardless of what happens.
You gotta use advanced stats and the eyeball test like together. You can't
Yeah.
just choose one or the other. You gotta. That's what I also don't like. We talked about the other day. A lot of people think basketball or the NBA is like black and white. That's just
Yeah.
not the case at all. Like, there's so much chance that happens in the NBA. This is why I love the sport. Like, you could never
Mhm.
truly predict something in the NBA.
Yeah.
Oh, one seed, like the Thunder beating the Grizzlies or something. That's an easy prediction. But when you get to, come on, man. No, nobody expected the Grizzlies to get out of the first round, man. Let's be for real.
All right. All right. Keep it pushing, bro. Keep it pushing.
But yeah, it's just stuff like that, man. It's just
Oh, or like I got one too. Like the Lakers being the Timbs. But you in Cancun with us. You in Cancun with us. Yeah. Nobody had the Timbs winning. They beat y'all in fucking 5, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Keep on talking now. Keep on talking now. Keep on talking now.
where did I see LeBron the other day? LeBron is not in Cancun. He's somewhere right now. I forgot where he is right now. But Giannis is in New York right now. He going to Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
Giannis going to Brooklyn.
I hope not, bro. They're gonna fucking it would do nothing for his career, bro. But I know Nets have what the Nets have what it takes to get him. But I hope he doesn't go there.
Our
Like
friend,
if he
his
wants
name
to
is
win.
Xavier. He was saying going to the Knicks. The Knicks have nothing to trade for Giannis. They have no picks. They have nothing.
Yeah, no.
But hey, that's really it for all the playoff talk right now. I don't know if we want to try and introduce this little And you probably watched Numbers on the Boards, one of the biggest basketball podcasts out there with Kenny and his boys. Unplug segment at the end of this. We don't really know what's gonna be called. We're not gonna call it unplug because we don't really
Yeah.
jack their thing. You know, just have like a little segment at times at the end of a podcast where we just talk about random stuff. You know, you got a little story about your brother when he went to go play basketball with his headphones.
Oh shit, bro. We was hooping at this court. First time going to this court. I think was it first time or second time.
Bro, that was
I think it was
that was like our third or fourth and our last time going there, bro.
Oh, was it? Nah,
Yeah.
no, last time for sure. Yeah, yeah. But we was hooping. It was just like 6 of us, like all close. We all close guys, whatever. Then like a group of like teenagers come in. They start playing on the other side of the court, and they're like, "Oh, you want to play full court?" And you know, we down. We want to play full court. It's fun. It's hot as shit though. But regardless. So we start playing full court. Low key trolling. After a while, like he was just not trying because I think we played like at least like 3 or 4 half court games. You was low key gassed. Unfortunately, got L.
I was giving down the floor. Like, hey,
we got L lungs. Unfortunately. Anyways, like I think the game ends, and my brother goes to the sidelines. He goes to his book bag or whatever. He's like, "Yo, where my headphones at?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Where your headphones at?" Check the book bag, bro. And he's like, "Nah, it's not in there." So I'm looking throughout the court. I go around the whole court first to make sure the headphones, like, he just ain't misplaced them or whatever. So he's like, nah, like I don't know where my headphones are. I think they took them low key. And they on like the other side of the court, just chilling, like laughing and like just looking around. I'm like, yo, if y'all got the headphones, bro, empty out your fucking book bags right now.
W big bro.
This dude, he like, we don't got the headphones. We got the headphones, bro. Like, what are you talking about? So I'm like, all right, empty your bags and let's make sure. Like if y'all don't got them, it's my fault, But empty your bags, bro. This guy, literally, he comes up to me with a book bag, opens that shit in front of us, and like you see like a sweater, and like, yo, lift the sweater up. He like, nah. Like, nah, like it's not under there. It's not under there. He lift the sweater up, bro. Headphones right there. Yo, I almost popped them. Low key, almost popped them. That shit made me mad as hell. I mean, like, we almost argued professionally. You know what I mean? But no, that shit was annoying as hell. Cause like, why would you even do that in the first place? Like, what's wrong? And then like to lie about it, and then you, first of all, if you really got them, why would you come up to me with them in the first place? Like, bro, you gotta be like, you gotta run away or something at that point. But he was like, but nah, he showed us and we got him. And it was just like, it was crazy. Like we never went there again. Cause that's crazy as fuck.
That, like we started like straight balling indoors after that. Like we barely we went to like I don't wanna dox us. we went to that other court that's like that got closed because of the the shootings and stuff.
Another crazy fucking thing. Like come on.
And then what's it called? And we just balled indoors after that, which I mean it's been peaceful, bro. It's been peaceful between like strangers, but
yeah,
beefing sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we gotta find a real court indoors though, because half of the courts that we be going to also.
You said what?
All the courts that we go to slippery as hell now. Yeah, it shit sucks.
That one court that one court we played at like 2 weeks ago. It had better traction than the indoor courts, bro.
No, yeah. Literally outdoor court had a way better grip than the inside. Bro, and we paying for the inside too.
Yeah, they don't sweep the indoor courts like at all.
Yeah.
Ever. We went to go play at a boys and girls club near us. That court was buns. It had dust all over the floor. I'm surprised like none of us got injured like off that. I mean, I got injured, but not because of that. let me tell the story about that, man. Let me tell the story about that. So we were playing at this boys and girls club with our friends. Rented out the court. First game. It's a close game, right? I think it's a close game.
Yeah.
And then, so, you know, tensions are high, and you know, we never call this violation. By the way, like we never call this. But in my basketball mind, in the moment, I'm like, the ball's like going towards like the backcourt, like it's gonna be a backcourt violation. So I'm like, shit, it can't be a backcourt. I I get the ball when I'm like, oh shit, that's the half court line. Like, imagine this is the half court line. I move my foot, but then my ankle just like goes like this because I just planted it down quick as fuck.
Yeah.
Bro, that was the first time I ever sprained my ankle in my life. But
Yeah.
thank God it wasn't like a grade 2 or 3. I think it was just a grade 1.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, I don't even think it was a tear. It was just like, I mean, that shit hurt after a few days. It hurt more like the second and third day than thingy. But yeah. But this is why I'm the best hooper in EOTB though.
Anyways, bro,
I sprained my ankle. I do a between the legs step back for game, right?
That shit was so fake, bro.
And
shit
then
was so fake.
Second game, I'm pretty bunned second game because obviously I'm a sprained fucking ankle. I don't know why I kept playing, bro. I think my ankle's fucked up for life now because of that. I get like chronic ankle pain now, bro. Dead ass. And then what's it called? Second game, I think I make like one layup or something that whole game. We're going up to like 21. And then last shot, bro. It was at half court, but it was deep as fuck. I was like, all cash, bro. What? Took my boys.
Yeah, for game, but then after game, that's
for
game too, right? That's what I'm talking about. That should be fake as.
You on some? How is it fake if I consistently do it though?
Bro, that shit on some Christian shit, bro. Like when the game get close, you could be playing ass the entire game. Game get close,
bro.
Close.
I just feel something
close.
That Kobe mentality, bro. It's that Kobe mentality.
My fault, White Mamba. Living legend.
Dude, chill. That's Alex Caruso. That's Alex Caruso.
Nah, yeah.
And then,
fuck Alex, bro.
You know what Austin Reeves is? He hillbilly Kobe.
I fuck with that. But he's not as athletic though, or great defensively like Kobe. That guy's like, bro. I mean, Luka. I know we passed the ball talk, but god damn, they suck.
Say what?
Like Reeves and Luka, like defensively, are just cones. And
we're not talking about basketball.
I know. Oh yeah, my fault, bro. But it's like, damn. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, I remember that game. You fell down. You was like low key. Like I think we paused the game for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But we paid for that shit. So we was telling you like, yo, hurry the fuck up, get it before.
Yeah, and then like an hour. I wake up the next day and my ankle's fucking swollen. Like, yo,
yeah, you sent us a picture.
Real. I hate y'all for real.
You sent us a picture of that bitch. That shit was like a ball, bro.
Bro, my whole ankle looked like a fucking meatloaf, bro. Like that's how bad it was. It was all green and shit too, bro. But I still dogged y'all. I still dogged y'all, though. Sprained ankle.
No, that's true. You got it.
Ain't you have Jason on your team too?
I don't remember. No. Is that we had I don't want to say his name because I don't want to dox him. But
you had the dude who was Runner Boys.
Oh, was that with them or was that wasn't I'm gonna say Joel. Am I bugging? Joel wasn't playing with us that game.
Or like I don't know, bro. Yeah, I just know like it was a tough matchup. Like them games was like sweated out.
Yeah. No, yeah. It was pretty even.
W hoops though.
No, yeah, that court fucking stinks. I don't think we played at that court ever since.
We never played it, bro.
Yeah,
I would never do that shit again, bro. Bro, I have bad memories at that court because I think we played there one more time, and that's when Jason gave me the Diddy juice, and I was playing like ass the whole game, bro. So he gave me what was that shit called? Never
was it body armor?
Body armor.
Yeah, body armor.
Never drink body armor, guys. Bro, I drank a little before. It wasn't like I was chugging it or nothing. I was a little sip. I feel that moving around my whole stomach the whole game. I threw up like mid game, like that. I threw up mid game because of that shit. If there's one lesson I could teach you is never drink body armor. You never get in that sponsor, bro.
Rip any partnership, bro. Rip any partnership, bro.
Wait, who is body armor owned by?
Isn't it I don't even know.
Oh my god, we're never getting the Coke sponsor. Oh my god.
No, fuck, no Diet Coke, no Diet Coke for life, bro.
You bro.
Jeez.
Gatorade.
Hit us up.
You feel me? And that's all we have for y'all today. Fun. You know, hopefully this gets out when it's supposed to, Christian. And you know, see you guys next week. See you.
Peace.